Hello, hello. Welcome to the Dorothy Edit with me, Dorothy Koomson. And today I have another wonderful author for you. And today I'm talking to Kit de Waal about her newest book. And she's going to tell us all about it starting now. So, hi, Kit. How are you?
Hello, it's great to be here. I'm so excited to be talking to you.
Me too. I'm really excited about this. So, first of all, can you tell me the title of your book?
Title of the book is The Best of Everything.
Okay. And in a nutshell, what is your book about?
My book's about Paulette, a very ordinary woman. She described herself as very ordinary, who suffers a tragedy right at the beginning. It's not a spoiler. And it's about how she tries to rebuild her life and how her kindness gets her into trouble and gets her out of trouble.
Okay. So, what was the inspiration for this book?
I was writing another book with 6 characters in it, and this has happened to me before. And all the time I was writing that book, Paulette was going, this is actually about me, it's not about the other people. And eventually I had to listen to her. And I just thought, okay, it isn't that, it's that. And I had to abandon the other book and write about Paulette.
Okay, so what was the other book about?
The
Are
other
we going
book,
to see that book actually?
I think you're going to see 2 of the other characters that were left over from the book. That book was about a young woman who had a baby. I used to work for social services, and it's not, I wouldn't say it's a phenomenon, but occasionally you have a person who's in a hospital bed or with severe learning difficulties, a woman, and they get pregnant. And it's clearly a rape, but who's raped the girl? And then anyway, it's about it. The story was about this girl that has a baby. And so that was the story. Paulette was a nurse. She was
Right.
like, she was just attending to the girl, and all the time she was going, me. And I was trying to write about the girl, and Paulette's going, you got the wrong story there. And she was right.
That's amazing. So who was your favourite character to create?
Favorite character to create was Paulette. Of course, because she's so many women I know, friends of mine. She's an amalgam of the best of people. But also a little boy called called Cornelius, who Paulette has a lot to do with throughout the book.
Okay, and why was she, out of the other characters, why was she the most favourite? If you can describe her a bit more for me.
Yes. Well, she's somebody who thinks no one notices her. She is very, very ordinary. That's what she'd say. She's got very humble dreams. Not humble dreams, I mean, the same dreams everyone has. She wants a house, she wants a man, she wants a baby, she wants to cook the dinner for somebody when they come home. She wants a house full of noise, and really just ordinary woman. And she cannot believe that she can't have it. It's her dream. It's humble. It's just what everyone else has got. Why haven't I got it? Why can't I have it? And so the book is really driven by her desire to just have them few humble things. She doesn't even want to own a house. She doesn't even care if she doesn't own the house. She just wants the warmth, the home, the lovely feeling of walking through your front door and making the dinner. That's what she wants.
Okay, so what was the best thing about writing this book?
Best thing about writing the book was that I knew it. I knew the world. So Paulette lives on the edge of a city in, like when all cities do this overspill area, tower blocks, masonettes, no trees. That's where she lives. I know them areas very well. Paulette is from the Caribbean, from St. Kitts. My dad was from St. Kitts. Paulette's next door neighbour is Irish. I'm Irish. Um, what Paulette wants, I can remember wanting that in my 20s. So it was really, I'm in my comfort zone. It also starts in 1979, my comfort zone. So all of this book is like comes out of the well of my memories. It comes out of the well of my desires, my knowledge, and my real drive to shine a light on people that don't really have a light shone on them very often.
Yeah. So what do you want readers to take away from this book?
That the kindness is never wasted, very underestimated, as is goodness, as is showing compassion to people that maybe don't deserve compassion, as well as I would just like people to be entertained. Do you know what I mean? If there's no message, there's no message. Just enjoy the book, put it down, borrow it from the library, send it back. I think the book has got a message, but I'm not a real promoter of messages. If you just read the book as the story, that is cool. You don't have to think, oh yes, it's changed my life. If it hasn't changed your life, I'm still happy.
Okay. Can you give us a reading from your book, please?
Yes, I'll read the first page. Midnight. Paulette is still awake. A thin, freezing wind slips through an inch of open window and makes the curtains dance. When the room is cool, Denton sleeps heavy and won't feel the weight of her head on his chest or the leg she drapes over his, running the sole of her foot from his knee to his ankle. She pulls one of his arms around her shoulders like a fur stole and nestles in, skin on skin. The smell of Denton is pure man, sweat, soap and sex. Bonfire night comes Saturday. Paulette's going to ask Denton if they can go to the big display in town and watch the rockets and Catherine wheels make patterns in the sky. They could eat candy floss and toffee apples and mingle with the crowd. He could wear the good leather driving gloves she got him last week. Thing is, Denton never likes to make plans too far in advance. Says he doesn't know his shifts and he doesn't like to let her down at the last minute. There again, Saturday's only 3 days away, so Paulette is hoping. She feels a warm slick of sweat run off her breast, and suddenly she's too hot. She doesn't sleep so good when Denton stays over because the man takes up more than his fair share of the bed. And anyway, she likes to make the most of their time together. She slips from under the blankets and shocks on the dressing gown, the one he bought her for her birthday, the one he didn't even get a chance to wrap. So she saw the price tag and it wasn't that expensive. A house one day. They're saving for a house. Semi-detached, car on the drive, flowers in the front garden and a nice quiet road, grass on the verge and streetlights that worked. That's the plan. They're a year and a half into it with a couple more to go. Before long, she'll have everything she wants. Patience, Paulette. She stands at the window to catch a little cool breeze and parts the curtains for a splash of moonlight on Denton's face. How can a man have beautiful eyes even when they're closed? High forehead, close-cut hair and skin oiled so slick it shines. Yes, Paulette looks the man over like she's searching for disease, but all she finds is things that make her love him more.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that. Can you tell us where we can find your book, please?
Yes, all good bookshops, Amazon, independent bookshops. You know, if you've got a nice little independent bookshop, do try that. And Waterstones, obviously. And you can, most independent bookshops allow you to buy it online. And obviously the usual big bad Amazon.
Yeah, and bookshop.org, I suppose, as well.
Yes, that's very good.
And libraries. I always mention libraries because
Libraries, absolutely. It's really, I mean, I think libraries are fantastic. You know, I joined my library just about a year ago because I've got so many books. I don't need books, but I thought, no, go and support it. They need the help. And I was like, oh, I could come here and work. I could come here with a coffee. I could come here, you know, just so welcoming.
yeah, absolutely. So we will hopefully find your book in the library. If you can't find it, you can order it actually from the library or
Yes,
from bookshops. That's the good thing about it. And where
yes.
can people find out more about you?
They can find out more about me on www.kitdeval.com, or I think I'm on the Hachette website, which is www.hachette.com.
Right, fantastic. Thank you so much, Kit. It's been lovely talking to you. And hopefully next book you can come back again and we can talk some more.